going fishing or hunting?
I have no idea. He asked
Bird.
me if I was going boating. So,
Hey, your window's still down.
So,
Going bird watching.
yeah. I think you need some waders on. You gotta have some waders to take that outfit there. Just thought it'd be fun. Okay, I thought static. So we're here, we'll put the collar.
We're looking for public records request forms.
I'm glad we didn't solve that problem.
My hand, my pocket.
It sure, I have to have that video going for the minute. You know, I've seen this place on YouTube so many times, and nothing but ever happens there.
This is a very interesting place.
I see that she stopped acting stupid.
She still had like this deer and a fucking squirrel, you know, look. And where the deer and the squirrel meet, and like, I don't know about you, I don't know about you either. I see you're about to go to full PTSD mode in about 30 seconds if something transpires. You're already, you know, your brain is already in like fight mode almost. It's almost not quite. I've seen this before, and I need to study more. I think. Lori Loughlin, she was paying to have her kid go to school, and that is crazy. So, do you want to tell YouTube what you're asking for, Ms. Barbara?
We're asking to see the Laporte Police Department's Trespass Warning Log. Because a public agency in the state of Indiana is not required to maintain any sort of list or log. However, if they do, it's presumed open to the public, i.e. a public record. So I'd like to see this Trespass Warning Log, as well as mandatory law enforcement training annual report. It's under, I believe, Title 35, what is it, 35511.
Okay.
In regards to law enforcement's training. It's due by March 31st of the year.
Okay, so I have a question, Mr. Button.
Yes, sir.
Let's say that an individual such as myself is given a verbal trespass warning from law enforcement. Let's say they are a actual agent of the establishment and they're authorized to do so. Then is there something in the statute that would actually give me some type of proof other than verbal?
One of those things that was sort of unfinished. The way you don't have to show ID because it's sort of a circle.
Right, but like in the statute, it says that
they can arrest you and take your ID, but they can't ask you for your ID unless it's for certain things, which they sort of circle jerked themselves.
Well, I'm already chafed. But in the statute, they say that the cop can give you a verbal or written, but it's unapproved.
See, that's the thing, though, is there's a guy from Kokomo, Indiana, who was issued a trespass warning he was indefinitely banned from a public park.
Oh, you talking about the park guy? Yeah.
And they ruled that they couldn't do that. So, I think Indiana's... Nobody's really
conviction was upheld
the way. Yeah, but there's a lot of language. It's like Burlington with the intimidation.
Yeah.
His convictions were upheld, but they draw these definitive lines in the sand about what is what is threatening someone's reputation and what is threatening someone's
You're a fat
safety.
bastard.
It's,
Well,
you know what
I
I
was
mean?
just showing, prime example.
I haven't found a
how I could
case
be
though
threatening
that
reputation.
specifically addresses trespassing someone with a motive that is fueled by civil rights violations.
Well, I think
that they draw those definitive lines in
Well,
the sands. I think it's going to be
well,
a First Amendment auditor that
Something,
ends up.
there's gonna be something like that, brought out in the court within the, Federal Northern District here within the next, probably year.
well, I would say
Because I just had a little conversation yesterday with a guy out of, was it somewhere by Detroit there?
oh, that piece of
that,
shit, South of Radford, yeah, that kind of
That plans to take a case, or a couple of cases involving trespassing.
Well, you're trespassing, that's my trespassing too. So, hey, you're right there with me. Anyway, so it seems like the state of Indiana needs to have either case law through federal lawsuit or state lawsuit, or they need to, actually change that. There needs to be a separate provision for being trespassed from actual public property.
I in my request for a determination ruling, or request the full en banc ruling on my pat downs and the no trespass order. That's here in Laporte County.
Just yell for us if you're interested.
But Superior 1, 2, 3, and 4 judges all are just sitting, waiting. I don't know. Maybe we need to file for a status hearing.
Have you gone to Alaviso? See who's the judge?
No, and that's the thing is, I'm requesting a 4-judge ruling.
You got a ruling from
So it
Alaviso
has to be,
specifically or not?
no, not on this. This is, what I'm requesting is for them to rule on the trespass warning as well as the pat down letter.
Well-
They, in the fashion that they say they did it. Rule on it in the process that they say they used as whether that's legal or not.
Well, the only way I know to go about, actually illegally overturning a trespass warning in the city of Indiana, and I don't know if you're going through the same process, but basically, one would need to file a injunction. On the warning.
Which is essentially what I would end up with if they would rule on this.
Because, I've been trespassed from basically all St. Joseph County. I'm basically appealing that order in Court of Appeals. And basically, I've been trespassed from the Mishawaka Police Department. I've been trespassed from the South End Police Department. I just haven't gotten around to filing injunctions and stuff like that. And then I do have a actual case. It's currently in the Indiana Court of Appeals. It is basically, I was calling my state senator, Mike Bohatchee. He's a real dick.
Mike Bocek.
Yeah, Bocek, Bohatchee, whatever the fuck. Who gives a shit? Anyway, and basically I called, I believe 7 individuals over the course of like a year plus. And basically, some of those individuals I just called on one time. And basically, the argument of the state of Indiana is that I called too many times. They didn't actually say I violated any laws. They didn't say I threatened anybody. They just said I called too frequently. So basically, my appellate attorney, Mr. Rory Gallagher, and my public defender, Senator Branson, they've made the argument. I can send you what they filed, but basically they made a creative argument upon that I was using, phone lines that are, basically a traditional public forum, that they are owned and operated by the government. And my attorneys think I have a wonderful chance of getting this, actually, dismissed and making,
Freaky fast.
Oh yeah.
some actual case law. But I thought this was defined, first, I thought that one could redress our government, but currently in the state of Indiana, that you can't if you call too many times, as in, 9 times over a year and a half. So I'm confused. Can you?
That would eliminate all baby mama relationships.
Huh?
Anybody going through a turbulent relationship would be arrested numerous times over. Got a question. Heard you guys don't deliver within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So no, they're just like that far away.
That's like better than the police.
No, I mean it's like we've had minutes. Like today we were like 20 minutes late, but it's only like we only go that far. So like locally, so you don't have to go like anything past 5 miles. We won't go. This is a good one.
Thanks for answering my question.
So my attorney said, you know, that basically that if somebody feels that they need to call 5 times a day, every day, they can do that to their government, you know, staff members.
Isn't that like the whole like call your congressman? You know,
Well,
what if I'm
yeah.
told 5 times in one day to call my congressman over various different issues, 5 different issues? Can
Well,
I call
see-
him 5 times in one day?
Well, my attorney seems to think that you can call 5, 10, 15 times as long as you don't threaten to kill them or anything in one day. If you can talk about the same thing if you want.
I think as a
because
public official, you would put yourself in that position, right?
I would think so,
Like, I
by
see
the whole
these,
Constitution
like
and
locally
things, and your
meetings, I see a lot of my city council members and stuff. They like give their phone number out on these
yeah,
meetings
yeah,
publicly,
yeah. You know,
and they say
your
call me with your issues. And
home
stuff.
address and emails.
What if you just have a lot of issues? What if your town is jacked up?
Well,
Because nobody
I
did that
thi-
for a long time, and now all these city council members are actually handing out their phone numbers are dealing with years and years of being unable to
Well,
reach
or
representative being voted for.
right, or you're in a situation
Like a
like myself.
backlog of problems. There's a
Where-
word for it. A backlog of problems. That's crazy.
Well, you mean
It's like being in the red.
well, basically that the toilet is clogged up, basically.
Yeah, that's a good way. That's a better way.
And you need to get the
We are
plunger,
talking about
the roto-rooter that might get to pay, you know,
Government.
some thousands of dollars for his situation.
Man, your political speech is really slowing this down, but it's all right.
Am I?
It's
Well,
protected.
I can't help that you're ADD, sir. I think you need to take a pill for that. Do they have pills for such things?
I don't take pills for
They don't
anything.
take pills? Okay. And so my appellate attorney said that he's going to put in a request for oral arguments. He said that they don't have to grant it, but he seems to think it's such a landmark case. I thought this was settled, by the way, but apparently not in the state of Indiana. But I thought there was that it was settled that you could call your governmental officials as many times as you wanted.
What is that
This
called? Like petitioning for redress?
Well, I was redressing my
Like that.
government
Yeah.
up on the whole CIA angle, and they didn't like that.
No.
And so then Michael Hatchin's office and I believe Senator Wong's office, they conspired with the Capitol Police, and basically because it was a state senator, then they're filing charges. And basically, my bond was $2,500 cash for 7 allegations of a Class B misdemeanor. And there were guys in there, on felonies who had, I think one guy was there in a level 6, I think he had $700 bond. The other guy was there in a level 5, and they had 8 or 9. Their bond collectively for a level 5 and a level 6 was still cheaper than mine. So are we gonna go fishing now?
2.B, yeah. We're going to go fishing. We're going fishing.
Well, do we need some bait like donuts? We need donuts?
I'm trying to use these. They keep telling me that these are the best things to use.
For bait?
I know, like,
Really?
yeah, like with worms, you do vermiculture, like vermicomposting. These are worms. You shred up a lot of paper. You can't just give them
Well,
higher
can
than
I-
maybe like 20%. I'm gonna ask for some.
Well, how about I compromise and just get a slingshot that has some donut holes?
Maybe.
And just, just slingshot the donut holes out of it. And can I do that? Oh,
I don't know, because it's food. I know if it was like food that you would shoot up, that'd be.
well, that would be like I'm the mama hen or
But I
something.
mean, like, it's the Laporte Police. They insist that they're like, friendly fellows and stuff. But,
Actually,
like,
they're not.
I've tried to give them hugs, so they tell me
Really?
essentially
Can
that that's
they
a
pat me on
really,
the back?
really,
Because
really, really bad idea
Well,
to try to give them a hug.
Somebody told me that there's no bananas, and I'm feeling very sad right now.
But I mean,
I need a hug.
It's just a food fight, and they act like children the majority of the time anyway. So I mean,
Well,
I don't.
of course, because they have the authority to do.
Act like two. Yeah, I'm gonna go down here to the one second. So apparently I can pay my bill there.
Yeah, your water bill.
Why didn't you handle this conversation over the detail with the boundary violation?
Because if I move them around a lot, then I'm very suspicious. That's acting suspicious.
Dude, you got a camera on. Yeah, you're pretty. You are quite suspicious, sir.
I have very good reason. Look at the Northwest Indiana springtime weather.
Oh,
I mean, I'm going out on the same boat that he's going out on.
Oh, I am getting a bulletproof vest.
What's wrong with my boat?